James Marx, Prince of Persia, ThanksGrappling, November 24th, hype match. Welcome. I am the Colonist, joined by...
Yo boy, JoshAgeddon of TAW Gaming.
That's right, folks. They say keep your friends close and your enemies closer, which is why JoshAgeddon is joining me in the commentary booth for the best action on the entire interwebs and on the entire world here in CIW.
John, the correct term is frenemy.
Oh, really? Well, you would know. I'm not a child. You know, I don't know what the kids say. I'm an adult human being.
I am a big fat toddler.
That I am sure. I am sure. Here comes James Marx.
Have you seen my uploads?
Yes. Boy, have I. And James Marx
just uploaded a video with me and my mom.
Yes, which is very wholesome. And
Yes.
and thinking of things that are wholesome, James Marx is looking to stick that whole thorn right up the behind of the Prince of Persia and capture a win here. His first singles win, if he can get it. James Marx is the manager of Salt and Pepper, but here comes the Prince of Persia, the oldest
I'm
tenured.
excited to see this dude. I mean, he hasn't done all that much in CIW, but I just love his gumption, his gander.
Well, you cannot deny that the crowd likes Prince of Persia for a brief period, and
Until he pulls out a sword,
but
Drew McIntyre style, and gets the exact opposite reaction.
that's right. The crowd just absolutely gets the opposite. He doesn't even get heat. We're on heat, but he doesn't get heat. He gets nothing. He gets people like pulling out the encyclopedia and reading that instead of paying attention. But you know what? Bless him. He has gotten wins against Symbiote Spider-Man, which is the most important thing. You know, he's had so many WrestleBration matches. He was in the original match, and he doesn't really care. He pulls out that sword. He likes that sword far better than he cares about the people's reaction.
There we go.
Ha 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 ha! Fuck you people. I love this sword. This is my sword.
Have you seen the Prince of Persia movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, by the way?
I have not.
That movie is perfectly adequate. It's not bad.
It is a movie that was aired.
Yes. Jake Gyllenhaal is the man, by the way. I just watched a Nightcrawler not too long ago. That movie is phenomenal, and it's one of the best movies I've ever seen.
He's got his moments.
He has his moments.
Yeah, there's no denying he's got his moments, but will it be enough here for the Prince of Persia to capture a victory here against somebody other than Symbiote Spider-Man, a man notorious for his height matches, because that's all he's ever on the card. There he is looking for a win.
Somewhere on the horizon.
Desperately looking for a win. Is Prince of Persia. So who do you got in this matchup? The Black Rose, who has helped Salt and Pepper capture some wins of late, but not really much for himself, and the man whose record speaks for himself. Here we go.
I'm going with the Sands of Time on this one. I'm going with Prince of Persia.
Yeah, it definitely could be. And oh, what a clothesline.
Although I do think Jake Gyllenhaal is a little bit notoriously allergic to clothesline.
Well, he's going to be getting a lot of vicious strikes. We've seen that from James Marx in the past. Last time we saw James Marx was in the XYZ, the Siege Championship #1 Contenders Battle Royal. Came up a little bit short there.
Is he a relative of Karl Marx? Does he subscribe to Marxism or
not
communism?
Not that I'm aware of. I think his whole shtick is just like, I've got a big black rose and I'm going to stick it where the sun don't shine, even though roses need quite a lot of sunlight. That's just a fact.
He is wearing pink and not red. If he was wearing red, I'd be a little more convinced of my theory.
Yes. And but we definitely know that he is more a striker base. I do know he's got a couple mixed martial artist styles under his belt. But what a hip toss.
Huge hip toss by the Prince of Persia.
Yeah, Prince of Persia.
We will see Prince of Persia's acumen for parkour in this matchup.
Well, of course, that Sands of Time has been known to put a man away or two. Not many, but it's put a few away, and he definitely...
Exactly one Symbiote Spider-Man.
Yes, but he's done it a couple of times, and when he lands it, it is definitely devastating, like another hip toss. And down goes James Marx. All of this leading up.
Who do you have in this matchup, Sean?
Now, it's weird because I want Prince of Persia to do better. I really do. For the sake of the fact that he's been around for so goddamn long, what a nice vertical suplex there by Persia. And, you know, I want him to be here because he's been here for so damn long. I want to see him get a win, but at the same time, so have Salt and Pepper, and if James Marx, the manager, gets a win, that's only going to help the team. So I I want to see what James Marks is really capable of as a one-on-one wrestler, because we haven't seen a whole lot of that yet. And so,
now, if James Marks has like a huge fan in the audience that's just really happy to see him, would that be known as Marksing out?
I suppose. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call a crowd of fans of James Marks Marxists, because that might be misconstrued a little bit. And now, fireman's carry slam. Take a drink.
I just finished my monster.
I bet you did. I bet you did. And which one of these two individuals here, as we are leading up to ThanksGrappling and the matches, I cannot stress this enough, folks. We have got huge matches. We've got the CIW title, Wario versus Satan.
That's a hoss match, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to that one.
And JoshAgeddon, you've seen both of those men do major things in TAW, and so you know both of these guys are capable of.
Wario has a title match on TAW in the not-too-distant future.
That's right, and he doesn't care. Wario is going to defend the belt anytime he wants, anywhere he wants. A thigh squeeze of his own by Prince of Persia. Wait a second. Prince of Persia going for what we know, the Sands of Time lands it.
Oh, and it connects. Well, is it already over, Sean?
It could be, but it's only if Prince of Persia goes for the cover here, but it looks like no, ball shot instead.
Okay. I mean, tell us how you really feel, Prince of Persia.
Well, you gotta feel for Prince of Persia. You know, he's been around for so long, and you know, there was a time when he was cut, and then he came back, and then he really has just not done anything, and, you know, he's probably thinking, when is it gonna be his time? And at this point, by any means necessary, right? I mean,
just beat someone other than Symbiote Spider-Man. It's like anti-Stone Cold and Bret Hart, where, like, Bret Hart was the only person Stone Cold couldn't beat.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, I will say this, though. In defense of Prince of Persia, it's not like I've been putting Persia into situations where he's had majorly winnable matches for a good portion of that. I mean, but that's not to say he hasn't been in matches. He could have won any of the matches I did put him in.
That was a nice cravat, though.
Well, the thing is, it's not like the man isn't talented. He is talented. It's just that he does that.
He tries to spear the air.
Yeah, and that's
speared cast with a friendly ghost.
And it messes with him every damn time. But no, what won't mess with him is some knuckle sandwiches to James Marks' forehead, and he is raining those down.
You hungry for those, James Marks?
Well, and I would imagine that the striking benefit and acumen would go more to James Marks than it would for Prince of Persia. But that's not to say that Prince of Persia can't lay in his striker to himself.
I mean, Prince of Persia does come off as scrappy, not like the dog, but you know, the adjective.
Well, he is definitely the agile, as we've seen. But you know, sticking to the ground game, another leg attack. Take a drink. We saw one a little bit earlier in this contest.
Once again, I no longer have a drink.
And well,
maybe I'll do photosynthesis.
Well, we back in the day we used to do scoop of ice cream. So,
I do remember that.
We could take a scoop of ice cream and now a kick to the front of the face. And now, huge Sands of Time, another one. Is that going to be enough? The cover, could this be over? 1, 2, no! James Marks kicks out at 2.
And got kicked right in the mouth and then survived the Sands of Time. That was impressive.
For the second time, no less. And now, more punches to the dome.
And let's not forget about the punch to the... I was
you were saying?
I was just about to say. Sean, I think I'm absorbing your Nostradamus powers.
Well, Prince of Persia now, big forearm up in the top rope.
That got him right in the back of the head.
And that might have knocked him out, for all we know.
Man, Prince of Persia might have heard some of the things we've been saying about him, like at the commentary, but it's like, you fuckers, I'm going to do my best in this match.
Well, you know what? I hope it lights a fire in him. But, you know, credit to James Marks for still being resilient enough to kick out of 2 Sands of Times.
Oh, he's hurting, though.
But he is definitely a little bit worse for wear. All this in the hype leading up to ThanksGrappling. Jack Black versus John Cena.
Now that's going to be the sleeper hit of the night.
Tell me that is not a blockbuster. Right to the eyes by James Marks. Jerry Jones giving him the business.
Yeah, I think he's having to resort to less ideal means of combat because he's not doing so hot in this matchup thus far.
Well, you
he's
could
staying in there, but he's not. He hasn't landed a lot of offense.
Well, and I think that James Marks understands there has to be a little sense of urgency here. Small package. Small package. 2. No.
Oh, that was close.
Only 2. And
Man.
James Marks now with a nice counter there.
It's weird seeing a small package without Seth Rollins.
Yeah, it definitely is. And now a Fujiwara armbar.
Ooh, nice.
And a nice move trying to block that Sands of Time. And what a great way to stop that from happening by going after the arm.
I think Prince of Persia goes for that move with the right arm. He had that in on the left. I would have done that to the other arm. That thrust kick though. That
made Goldberg jealous. Oh man.
It made Goldberg jealous and it made Bret Hart blush.
Yeah, oh man, and nice Northern Lights suplex there by James Marks, who's doing a lot of throwing around himself.
Yeah, he's starting to get back into this matchup.
Well, he's going to have to stay on Prince of Persia. Oh, what a spinning heel kick.
Man, the kicks in this match, the feet are flying in this match, Sean.
The feet, the hands, it has been a war of attrition from basically the opening bell as James Marks.
I was talking about sleeper hits earlier. We might be witnessing one of them, Sean, right now.
Well, so far, neither of these two have been able to get the victory here. Which one of these two will as we head our way towards ThanksGrappling? Dirty Wah. Satan Soldiers versus Incredizone representing TAW, which I'm not too thrilled about.
Boys.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm excited about that one.
Yes, I'm sure you are. And now,
and here comes a slingshot suplex.
A beautiful slingshot suplex. Well, that match leaves me in a conundrum because I really don't like Satan Soldiers doing what they do. Way to cover. Hold on, second cover. Fuck all that. Only one.
Only a one.
Only one. Because not only do I not like Satan Soldiers, but I really don't want TAW locking in CIW Gold, which is something that I do not appreciate. And well, wait a second.
God, what
this
the
is
hell is
this is this is X marks the spot. Who's the pirate here? Oh, what a spear!
Oh, what a spear! Man,
what a spear!
The intensity of this match just picked up several notches.
Yes, and James Marks is really that I told you that he was training in the dungeon, and James Marks clearly demonstrating. Wait a minute, hitting for that X marks the spot again, and he might be too close to the ropes, but he's laying it in as hard as he can. But like you said, too close, but that's not stopping him. And now James Marks gonna hold on to the count. Come on.
Oh man.
Only has to the count of 5 before he's disqualified, but the damage may have been done.
Both of these guys are reeling right now.
What a match we're seeing between these two.
Match,
what a narrative is being changed. Oh, and this is the only place you see it is in CIW, and now more right hands. Down.
Man.
God.
More giving of the business by our referee.
That's right, and that's Jerry Jones, who has had a pretty good run with Dallas so far, so he's feeling good, and is officiating down the line here. Now kick to the gut by the Prince of Persia. And now countered by James Marks.
Did that too many times.
Yeah, and said that, a knife-edge chop. And we were talking about the strikes, JoshAgeddon. One chop, and down goes Prince of Persia.
Yeah, and this match has been going on for about 10 minutes now?
Yes, thereabouts. And neither man, now fireman's carry. A fireman's carry down. Could be it. Persia, Mark's going up to the top. Splash to nobody. What just happened?
I think Persia was like, oh shit, I better jump out of the way.
Persia splashed nobody. The James Marks elbowed nobody.
And now Persia's dancing. And now he's dancing.
Now dubstep.
Guys,
what is happening? You're losing your minds. You're not using your brain. Now James Marks is hurt. We've all lost our faculties.
Yeah.
The referee nearly gets hit.
Right to the referee. Watch out, ref.
Jerry Jones is nearly impaled.
Run for the hills.
Choke slam. What? Choke slam, buckle bomb.
Buckle bomb choke slam. This match.
What is happening in this matchup? And now a flip over pin too close. Went for a sunset flip, but too close to the ropes. Ladies and gentlemen, CIW, this is what it's all about.
I'd be incorrect in saying match of the year.
This match is absolutely banana sandwich right now, and who would have thought these two guys would be the guys doing it? And now a huge clothesline down.
Oh, man.
And it is strike for strike, and I do not know who's going to win this, Josh, again, at this point.
Me either.
This is
your guess is as good as mine.
This is anybody's game right now.
Man.
And now kicks to the leg.
Right to the midsection.
Woo!
Oh,
Backbreaker.
Oh, pendulum backbreaker.
Vicious backbreaker. And James Marks is in a bad way. Both of these guys have got to be exhausted. Oh, what a kick.
Oh, got him right in the mouth.
And Persia dug deep to hit that kick. And will it be enough? And now what's Persia doing? And now going back to the corner, laying in some more right hands with those bracers.
More knuckle sandwiches.
More right hands raining down over and over.
Oh, right in the temple.
Where is Prince of Persia getting this fire from?
Man.
I mean, I don't mean to be a bit cliche, but like you have to wonder what both of these guys might be thinking, what they might have to do to put the other away.
Well, Sean, they haven't used the apron yet, the hardest part of the ring.
They have not, but they have certainly utilized the leg attack. Take another drink, and will this be enough to get James Marks to tap?
My drink is empty, Sean.
Well, no, don't blame me. I'm not the one wrestling right now.
Ice cream.
Well, it's, we should have gotten you some ice cream. I mean, at Corleone, we should have gotten him some ice cream. At the very least, if we're going to be frenemies here at the commentary booth, we should at least get him some fucking ice cream. And now a hammerlock. 14 minutes into the match, hammerlock.
I mean, they've got to be.
But the head is on. Wait, sunset flip. Not close enough to the ropes. 1, 2. He got him.
Oh, he got it.
What a matchup.
That was a hell of a match.
And it was just one quick catch, and the Prince of Persia beats James Marks. JoshAgeddon.
He beat someone other than Symbiote Spider-Man.
JoshAgeddon, your thoughts on this matchup?
That was a hell of a match. I don't know, like that. There was the 130 seconds of just complete insanity that was just great.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
But other than that, sans that.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. More to come. ThanksGrappling on the 24th. TAW, watch out. CIW. We'll see you next time.